I don't know if my camera is messed up or if just ain't enough light in this mug or whatever. But I think it's my camera. I think I probably dropped my phone too much, man. I got a expensive phone, but I dropped it so many times that it's crazy and stuff. Anyway, what's up with you? I'll probably get on here, talk some mess. You know, I make this video so when I ain't live, I could just sit up here and make this video. Yeah, I don't think it's the light. I think it's my camera. All right, anyway, I've been on BIGO for a little while. Mainly, I got on here. I didn't know what it was, and I got on here. I started checking out some people, and some people was kind of cool. All right, so you know, I got to following people, and here's what it is. All right, I'm too lazy to get into all the politicking and all the recharging and trading and all that stuff. So basically, I get on here and I kick it with y'all. All right. Some of y'all don't be saying shit though. Some of y'all think y'all deeper than y'all is, and y'all really ain't that deep and shit. So, and I ain't saying that to insult anybody. I'm just saying, everybody think they deep, man. And I be having these little stupid ass conversations all day with people, and they be trying to tell me, you know, shit like I don't know shit. Maybe I don't know shit. But I do see, I be seeing a lot of people in here where I be seeing a few people talk about God. I really ain't gonna get off into that. Cause really I can't really I can't think of half the shit that I be saying when I be talking to people anyway, all right. But so far this is what's up with me, all right. I'm making this little video and I should take my ass to bed because I gotta get up in the morning because somebody put my name in the hat and they called me and they asked me that I want to work tomorrow. And in a way I don't want to work tomorrow because I've been enjoying this vacation. But then in the way I want to go work tomorrow because I can always use a little extra money and stuff, you know. Money make the world go round, I guess. They used to say love make the world go round, but people don't say that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? I guess ain't nobody in love no more. People have just become so cynical, and that's a doggone shame, man, because you know, just what it is, man. I don't know why that is. But I'll start off with this, all right? I got a whole bunch of social media shit, and even though I know how to do social media stuff, I just don't put myself out there. I can't, for the life of me, I'll never be able to do this BIGO thing because I can't sit on BIGO all day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking people that do it, but I like getting out and doing things. I like learning new things. I like, you know, just being on something, man. And I just see this is something else, man. And then I ain't gonna say what it is, but I can't imagine nobody would tell you like years and years ago that they would make something that just got people just sitting at the house, sitting in front of a doggone phone or in front of a computer and just doing nothing, man, all fucking day long, man. And I don't know, some people are like, if you making 30,000 or if you making you make 10,000 a month, you're doing pretty good. And I say if you make $5,000 a month on this, you're doing all right, which is probably want to supplement your income. But if you're making $90,000 or $100,000, depending on where you live, that's pretty cool, and I can't really knock that. I just think a lot of people, you know, invest a lot more time in it than they really than that's necessary. With all that aside, follow me and I'll follow you back. And I do throw beans. You can look at my motherfucking profile and you can see that I throw beans and shit. But I'm not on here to make beans and shit, you know what I'm saying? If people throw me some beans and shit, then that it is what it is. Then you feel like doing that. I'm over here, I like kicking it, I like talking shit. A lot of times I don't get in people's panels because there's too many people talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to compete with people talking. I used to be a loud ass person, loud motherfucker back in the day. Used to be real loud. I'm talking about people used to be like, oh, here come this cat. Or people would hear some noise in the background and they would know it was me. I don't know, man. I remember one time I got hemmed up about some bullshit and it just kind of changed me. Wasn't scared or nothing like that. It was kind of like a wake-up call. And ever since then, I just been quiet because for the most part, I'm the type of person when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to everybody in the room, all right? So, and I think it's like that on BIGO and shit. I don't really get on here to have conversations with like 12 people and stuff. But usually I'll listen. A lot of times I'll sit back and I'm not all in your box. I'm in the comments because, I don't really talk about all my business on BIGO, even though I'm not one of those type of people that always act like, like I really got some business. Most people ain't doing shit. I really ain't doing shit either. I went to college. I learned some things. I learned how to write. I really got deep into writing, but I never really did anything with it. But there's people that, that I would say for the most part that I kind of taught how to write, but really that's not true. I encouraged them to write, or they was writing beforehand. Then they found out I wrote, and then we shared things and went back and forth and things like that. I took a hiatus from writing, basically a sabbatical. And if you know what a sabbatical means, I literally took a sabbatical from writing and started getting back into it. And it's like anything else. When you step back, man, it's kind of hard to get into some things. So what you do when you're writing and you haven't done it in a while, you got to go find the old shit you used to write, and then you look at it and be like, oh yeah, I remember I wrote that. Oh yeah, I like this style. I like this. I like that and stuff, because you just get out of stuff, man, like everything else. Now, I hope y'all don't follow this shit. For a while, I was just, like, if anybody check out my YouTube, it ain't really a lot of shit on it. I've been wanting to erase a lot of shit on it. It was like years ago, I just got on it and I was recording some videos and games I was playing, just really messing with motherfuckers, just acting silly. A lot of shit that I do, silly. My TikTok is real. I can't say that. I guess they say TT or whatever. You can't say that on here, so I probably already fucked up in this video. Gonna probably, cause some consternation, but I don't know why you can't say it. I mean, it's just like anything else. All right, I'll try and drag this video out to 38 minutes, but I ain't gonna get to it. I got the 9, and it is what it is. You know what I don't like about BIGO though? I don't like how, if you get on other social media, like, the shit you do is the shit you do, and ain't nobody really knowing what the hell you doing. And then, whatever. BIGO, however, this is funny, because when you go somewhere on BIGO, say like I go to somebody's panel, or I go watch somebody's live and shit, people get on, and then because they follow me, BIGO let them know where I'm at. So, I could be looking at some big booty girls bouncing their booties. And you get on here, you look at whatever, and you be like, oh man, look at Nuke. Let me go see what Nuke doing. Then you bounce right up where I'm at. That's kind of like some Star Wars, not some Star Wars, but some Star Trek, beam me up Scotty type shit. Like imagine I'm just sitting over at chick's house and stuff, and or at a party, and it's some Mars over there, all in the middle twerking. Or I could be at the strip club or something like that. And I don't want you to know I'm there. And then all of a sudden, something say, like you come by my house, you knock on the door, and I'm not home, but there's a button on the door to get you to where I'm at. You bounce up, you right here next to me and stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, what you doing here? They be like, man, what's going on here? And that's what BIGO like. And I'll be looking at that, I'll be like, oh, they need to change that. They need to add a button on BIGO that, like, if you don't want people to follow you and stuff, you should be able to activate this button so can't nobody follow you and go where you at or see what you doing and stuff. Because sometimes you just don't want people to know what you're doing. It's just like in real life. I have friends, but some of my friends don't know who my friends is, and probably a reason for that. What I do think is funny is the cats that get on here and talk mess, or the cats that sit up here and harass the females, and especially the cats that be ready to pop out on them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can look at them and they look like they got something in their eyes, like their eyes is glazed, and I don't know, maybe their shoulders twitching or something, and you know, you can tell that they stroking. Or you can look at some dudes and they laying in bed, you know, they got the arm like this. You see, man, and I'm like, man, there ain't no way. Hey, if I'm one of your friends and you make me admin and on your live, hey, I will make sure all of them get kicked out your spot. I'm talking about, I'll be looking at them, I'll be like, oh, look at this. And I think that's funny. I don't be wanting to see none of that. Don't nobody want to see it, but I do be thinking it's kind of funny when them dudes pop out on people and shit. You know, at the same time, I think it's, you know, some dumb shit. You know, same thing with everything else. It's just like, I think a lot of gun violence is unnecessary, but at the same time, people knowing that there is a such thing as gun violence, and there is a such thing as people that will mess you up. You know, you can't go around just starting things with everybody. And I think that there's a mentality. I think there's something behind that. When I was younger, people didn't really talk that much mess and stuff. Now that I'm older, I see a lot of people that talk mess that really ain't about that life. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that people on BIGO ain't really on the political mess. Like, you go to TT, like y'all always say and stuff, there's a whole bunch of people over there that are political experts, people that know a whole bunch of stuff. And then when you ask the questions, they kind of like shut up. The same thing with religion. If you really have a remote iota of what the heck you're talking about, you know, you say one thing or this, you can say, hey, you know what language the Bible is written in? And a lot of people don't really know, and you can just nip it in the bud right there. But hey, like I said, I was gonna make this into a 30-something video. It looked like it's only gonna be 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna make another one, and then this is what I do when I'm up early in the morning and I don't really feel like going live or anything like that. I make this video, and then, you know, I can play it when I'm doing a little multi thing. And this me, y'all. I'm out. Enjoy the day, man. Like I said, you don't have to give me any beans and all that. You know, I'm on here just for the conversation and just kicking it and stuff like that. If you're saying something, I appreciate it. It is what it is. And let me get out of here.